All right, guys. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? We are live. We are live. We're going to wait till everybody get here today, but we are live. Welcome to the stream. Who is in the chat right now? Who is in the chat right now? Let's get excited. Let's see where you're coming from, name and state or city. Or favorite opening, any of those. Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up, JC Sumaya? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We are live streaming today from the Philippines. Nice, nice, Philippines. That's awesome. I'm from the United States, so we are doing some chess today, and we're talking about something very important, but we're going to wait for other people to get in right now. Do you have a Lee Chess account, JC Samaya? Welcome to the stream, guys. People are coming in right now. I see them. I see them. I see them. It's like 7 of us so far. Wait for everybody else to get in. And we're going to get started. Bonjour, says Steph L. Welcome, welcome. Akil, how are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Say something in the chat so that we can say hello to you. And we can get started, guys. Today is about learning how to play attacking chess like Bobby Fischer without having to memorize so much theory. Doesn't that sound great? Isn't that just awesome? Right? I stumbled upon this a long time ago, but we're going to look at this today, and I have a special treat for all of you guys. Imagine having an opening that you could face against everything that Black plays. Everything they play. And you can do it with confidence and still be attacking and not be playing defensive at the same time. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm good. Milton Shave says, hi, hello from Maryland. Let's go. Maryland, what's up? What's welcome to the stream. How about you? I'm from Michigan. I'm from United States, actually. The United States, Michigan. Hello from New Jersey. What's up, Joe Commander? It's Akhil. Akhil from India. Nice, man. Nice, nice. Good to see you guys. Good to see everyone. So let's talk about some favorite openings in the chat. Favorite openings in the chat today. What's your favorite opening to play with white? Favorite opening to play with white? Amkar says play like KID. He's in your defense. Nice. Favorite opening for white. What's your favorite? And also ask some questions in the chat. We'll definitely get those answered while we wait for everyone to get in here today. And then we're going to get into how to play attacking chess, not just chess, attacking chess like Bobby Fischer without having to memorize so much theory. It's going to be fun. Any tips for 1900 USCF looking to break 2000? What books in particular? 1900 to 2000. Honestly, tactics right now. You don't need to study many openings. That's a main cause of today too. We're actually going to talk about that, but you don't need to study so many openings, because that's just going to hinder you. That's just going to hinder you. You need to be studying mostly tactics and endgame right now at your rating, 1900 to 2000. In particular, though, Deveretsy's endgame manual is a good one. We also have some stuff here at ichess.net where you can use 80-20 tactics multiplier is absolutely something I recommend. London system, says Sami Salam. Oh, you like the London system, huh? That's nice. C4 from Steph L. That's English. Bird's opening. Bird's openings is Bird's opening is what is it? It's offbeat. It's offbeat, so that's why it's good. F4, one F4. It's actually offbeat. Because it's offbeat, it's good. Like playing F4, move 1, pretty good. Classic Sicilian, okay, that's what's up. D4, please. Please, says Mahdi. Or D3 something. D3. Are you up for a game, says Music Re-Uploader. You know what? If you're on Lee Chess, you can send us a challenge. ichess.net. It's actually ichess.net on Lee Chess. So you can send a challenge. We'll play you right now. But while we wait for everyone else to come in here today, guys, and we're going to talk about how to play attacking chess like Bobby Fischer, the man himself, without having to memorize so much theory like you have to do in Sicilians and in the French. If you play E4 and you play the French, you know there's like, I mean, it's so close to, it's almost really close, like they're almost the same, Sicilian-wise, the theory. It's so much to study. E4, E6, D4, D5, knight C3, knight D2 lines. I mean, it is ridiculous. Same thing with the Sicilian. Same thing. Kali Zuckertor system, please. Kali Zuckertor is nice too. That's a busy man's opening is what they call it. So, Shocker Diu, I think this is you right here. I actually just saw it come through. It was 3-2. you can send us a challenge over here while we wait for everyone to come in. And we're going to get right to it. 3-0 standard. Nice, man. Let's play. 2000 rated. Awesome. Let's get into it, man. So he sent a challenge, and here we go. I'm going to start with E4. I'm actually going to play the system we're going to talk about today. So he's playing E5. I'm still going to play the system. Usually you don't play it against E5. This is the only thing you don't play it against, really. But honestly, I'm going to play it anyway. I'm going to play D3. Because honestly, you can play it against any system. So we're going to do it this way. Try knight to D2. And now he's trying for knight to G4. So that could be annoying. If I go G3, he's going to go knight to G4. So we got to go H3. We got to go H3. We'll try it this way. King's Indian attack. That's correct. That's correct. You still have to do it in a certain way. Bishop to G3. Maybe C3. C3 should be good too. So C3 is always good to have in the King's Indian attack. D4, D5 is going to be a thing. I just need to figure out, is it right now or no? I think it's a no. Bishop G2 is more standard though. Go Bishop G2, Knight F1, D4. Should I castle? Let's just go Knight B3. Because I really want to get D4 in so much. King's Indian attack. That's correct. The only thing that is not recommended to play against is what he's playing right now. I'm still playing it anyway, just to show you guys that you literally can play it against everything. But I am not the biggest fan of playing it against E5 because it's just, it gets E5 in. It's a little different. A little bit different. But I still have a fairly good position here. It's weird against E5. It's better than with Knight F3 because it's weird against E5. Correct, correct. And Knight F3, but when you play one Knight F3, what it gives you is a D. Once they go Knight F3, they go D5. So then you have to face like D5, which you can't get E4 in. It's hard to get E4 in. So it's like bittersweet. If you play Knight F3, they can play D5, so you can't play E4. And if you go E4, then they'll play sometimes E5, and you have to play something else. So knight's on D2 here. We just have a comfortable position. I just need to castle at some point. His king needs to go somewhere too. So we're kind of waiting to see what he does with his king. Not sure yet. Either he's going to go this way, he's going to go this way. Bishop A5. So H4 is a King's Indian move, a King's Indian attack move, but knight to G4 is a thing. If I go D4, this is actually pinned. So King F1 is not really a move for that. Rook H2, that's a weird move to make. King F1, King G1. Why not? I'm just gonna go this route, guys. King F1 and King to G1. I'm just stepping out of the way, and I really want to get D4 in, and also D5. I still have this going here. It's a very interesting position to get from a King's Indian attack and how he's playing. So now he's casting king side. So now I'm okay. I know where he's going. King F1. Now I can play G4. And in the King's Indian attack, you play stuff like this. You play H4s. You play G4. The game we're going to look at today from Bobby Fischer, actually, he did play G4 in the game. So very, very good move to make, actually. Pawn takes. Yeah, pawn takes is one of the lines in here. Pawn takes, knight takes, and I'll play knight here. And then bring this knight around. Takes, queen takes. Get my king to H2. Go from there. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. Queen E2, bring this rook to D1 eventually, maybe A3 first, just because this bishop's hanging, or this bishop's threatening to take this. So I have to step out of the way. That is an aggressive move. That is an aggressive move. I'm going to go knight to D2. This is hanging. There's tactics everywhere. This is hanging. There's pressure, not hanging. So how about if I just take this? What's wrong with just taking this and knight takes? I snag a pawn here. Should be snagging a pawn. He's going for some compensation. Let's go rook D1 first. Rook D1 first. Maybe knight H4 after. King H2. Try this. Knight here. Okay. You get one. I get one. I'm gone. That was good. That was a good play. That was really good. I am in trouble here. Rook E1 or Rook F1. I need to trade now. Gotta take that. I'm gonna just go Knight F3. This is tough. This is tough. Knight D4. I'm like out of time. Oh, he hung the rook. He hung the rook. Oh my goodness. He just hung a rook. Wow. He just hung the whole rook. It's gone. Oh my goodness. He literally just hung the rook. It's gone, guys. Rook gone. Oh, he tricked me. He tricked me. Oh, he's a trickster. Oh, yeah, he's tricky. He's a trickster. Oh, I flagged him. How did that even happen? How did he? How does that even happen? How did you flag? I thought I flagged there. Great game, man. Great game. I have .8 on the clock here. I actually have to adjust that for you to see. Wow, guys. .8. What a game. Great game so much. Thank you so much for the game, man. Whoa. That was amazing. I mean, you played really good. Really, really good. But you usually don't play it against the E5 stuff. That's pretty tough. Pretty tough. So welcome to the stream, guys. Today we're going to find out how to play chess like Bobby Fischer, attacking chess at that, without having to memorize all the theory. Because there's a lot of theory you have to, go over, and it's annoying sometimes to study all the theory all the time, and it's just, it gets out of hand. It gets out of hand. I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know how to play it without having to know all the theory, and etc. So for white, what do you guys like to play in the chat? What's some openings that you play all the time for white? I see Scotch Gambit from Joe Commander. That's right, King's Gambit. What do you guys play for white? Move one. What's your favorite move? E4, D4, Knight F3, C4, even 1B3, which is the Larson system. E4, Roy Lopez from Mule Mole. E4 is nice. E4 is nice. I used to play the Roy Lopez for a long time, actually. Always E4 being aggressive. E4, Kasparov against the world says D4. London system, London, Spanish game says Sami Salam. London system strong. Fried liver, okay. Okay, fried liver is fun. Fried liver is very fun. These all contain a lot of theory. How much theory do you know? How much theory do you know, chat? Everyone in the chat, do you know a lot of theory or do you know a little theory? And what theory is meaning book moves. How do you feel after like move 15 or after move 5 and they do something different and you're not used to what they're doing? How do you usually feel? Somalia here. Hi, everyone. What is up, Somalia? Good to see you guys. 1B3 from Larry Lee. Not much. Not much. That's what's up. Yeah. How much theory do you know? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little? If you know a lot, totally fine. If you know a little, that's okay. Some openings I know more of the theory than others. Yeah, it happens. It happens. How do I challenge you? Says Music Re-Uploader. You just have to go to iChessNet. Or actually, Lee Chess. Sorry, go to Lee Chess and then submit a challenge to iChessNet. But We're actually going to cover the material right now, and then we can probably play a little bit afterwards. Universal play, thumbs up, says run, and Bob Butcher says universal play. Yeah, the thing about theory, guys, is you have to study a lot of it. If you don't have time to study a lot of theory, which is a lot of openings, a lot of books, knowing these moves, and let's say you get into something like this, where you start playing e4. We start playing e4, they start going French, they play the French on you, e4, e6, you go d4, we go to regular stuff just because we're used to it, they go d5. And now, if you don't know your theory, or even if you do, you start to face, you have to study a lot of things. Maybe you have to study the advanced variation, maybe try knight c3, maybe try knight d2, the Taras variation. There's so many things that you can actually know. There's so many specific openings. And you also have to study so long to get good at all the responses. It's experience. There is so much to study that sometimes it's overwhelming. And if you've ever been there before, if that is you, then this stream is for you today. If you ever felt like you're overwhelmed with so much theory, you know all these openings and you're not getting better, that's what this is about today. Is there any specific openings given in this series? Actually today, yes. Yes, it is a specific opening we're going to cover today. And we're actually going to look at a few games and talk about a few ideas. And I'm actually going to give you guys a gift in the end. So my username is Speedin7. It says music re-upload. Nice. Cool, man. Yeah, send us a challenge afterwards. Let's actually get into this this material now. So against the French here, you can play so many other lines, right? So many other things you can do. Let's not even talk about the Sicilian, okay? I remember before I started looking at the Sicilian defense, before I was like looking for a new opening to play play as black instead of e5 or e6, I remember them saying, oh, against the Sicilian, there's 17 different variations, all of them hundreds of moves deep. I was like, who wants to know? Like, that was not fun. That didn't feel good about that one, to say the least. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of theory to study. If you don't have that time, you will have a lot of problems and issues later on in life, right? So e4, c5, it's just so many ways you can go with that. There's so many ways you can go. And you don't know yet what's right, what's correct, what's our best way to do it, you know. So what we're going to cover today is the King's Indian attack. The King's Indian attack. I love anything with attack. And if you're an attacking player, this is for you. This is definitely for you. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. I've been playing this exclusively for white. Exclusively for white. Recently, very, very recently, after looking at a course that I'm going to recommend to you guys today. 50% off today, actually, by the way, too. But it's huge. It's huge. And I was like, you know what? This is awesome. I have to tell them over here at iChessNet. Everyone has to check this out. There's a link in the description, actually, that you should check out. E4, D3, G3 setup, right? Says Vishal. Yes. Yes. But it's a way that you have to play it. And here's the thing that really drew me to it. Any Bobby Fischer fans in the chat? Raise your hand. Absolutely. I know everybody just raised their hands and did backflips and cheered and clapped and smiled. Yes, Bobby Fischer is our favorite. Of course, we already know. Everyone knows and loves Bobby Fischer, right? Now, he would play this. Get this, guys. It feels good to play something that someone like Bobby Fischer, one of the greats ever, has played exclusively. He played it a lot, actually. He played it a lot. So the King's Indian attack, just because you don't see the opening a lot, does not mean that it's a bad opening. How many times do you see the King's Indian attack? A lot. And what is that? What is the King's Indian attack? No matter what black setup is, except usually the e5 setups, I recommend you still can play it, but you won't get the same King's Indian attack that you're looking for if you play the King's Indian attack against e5. And that's actually covered in the course as well. But actually on e6, or c5 or d6, do you know you have to study 3 different lines of theory? You have to study e6 theory on the French. You have to study Perk theory, or the Philidor theory if it goes into e5. You have to study Sicilian theory. You have to study Caro-Kann theory. You have to study modern theory. You have to study Nimzowitsch theory. You have to study Owen's defense theory. You have to study, oh, can't forget the latest Scandi theory. Okay, so there's so much to study, so little time, and also not even so little time. You just don't feel like doing that and studying it and memorizing it and having experience in all these positions. It takes a long time. So it's very discouraging for someone that wants to get better to know that they have to study all these kind of things. If that person is you, than today's opening is the King's Indian defense. King's Indian attack, sorry. It looks like the King's Indian defense because I actually play that as black, and it's very, very sharp, but also I've been playing different systems as black. So KIA, I'm loving it, loving this stuff. So I use the KIA often, says a late flash. As Esther says, big fan. Joyful Stone says London. Yo, Mike Altao fans. Actually, Mike Altao is my favorite player. Is my favorite player. Bobby Fischer, of course, is the legend that we all know. Actually, he was my first until I started recognizing what kind of player I am. What you need to do is yourself. You need to learn what kind of player you are so you know how to cater your openings and play to that. This first game in his book, 60 Memorial Games, he played the KIA. Yeah, that's right. Kasparov. That's right. Kasparov against the world. That is correct. That is correct. Kind of flexible, and you don't need to know much. Bringing a king to safety and play safe. Make not even blunder. That's correct. Yeah, music re-uploader. Not right now. We're actually covering a study right now, so we're going to cover this, and then we can play afterwards. Kind of flexible. Yeah, it's a great opening to play. It's a great opening. So we're gonna first look at Fischer's games, and then actually I'm gonna give you guys the present in the end here. So all right, here we go. E4. So E4 is on the board, and then after E4, this is first off, Robert James Fischer, Bobby Fischer plays Oscar Panov here. Okay. So let's look at this game. He plays white. Bobby Fischer, if you didn't know, guys, he played the King's Indian attack against the French all the time. And because he didn't want to study all the theory, and he was not a fan of the French defense. This was not to say he wasn't a fan. He was just like, he just did not like facing this. So after E6, I play, or he plays D3 actually is the move. Let's go over to Robert James Fischer game here, which would be, no, it's actually, sorry, Knight F3. This is how it started. It started with E4 and C5. E4, C5. Okay. Bobby Fischer plays Knight F3. Bobby Fischer plays Knight F3. How long does it take? Like some time. Music re-upload. I'll let you know when we're ready. Knight to F3, and then E6. After E6 is D3. Here it is. This is the starting move order. The starting move order, no matter kind of what happens, no matter almost what black does, you start in this move order with D3, E4, and Knight F3. This is the usual move. This is how it usually starts. Against everything. Unless they play like an early D5, then you would have to go Knight to D2, which we'll cover. So, Knight C6. No matter what Sicilian black plays, you can play it this way. It's so cool. So watch this. Watch how the attack unfolds. After G3, we're just going to fianchetto. Fianchetto the bishop. If you're a King's Indian defense player, this seems very simple to you. You already know how this goes. You have this kind of setup. But because you have the tempo, you get E4 in quickly. Because playing the King's Indian defense, you would actually have a pawn on D6 trying to get E5 in as quickly as you can. Kind of very similar with the bishop here. You start attacking. You also get very similar positions in the King's Indian attack that resemble the King's Indian defense. It's pretty nice. Teaches the most aggressive style of attack. This right here, actually, attacking at everything on every opening, really. So, okay, so now after G6 is the move played in the game, actually. G6, and then bishop to G2, and then there's actually bishop G7. So bishop G7 is just development. When you have this kind of problem, when you have this, when you're facing this, and any King's Indian attack players right now that are here, I used to play this a long time ago. I used to play this before I started playing E4 and before I started playing like C3 Sicilians and, you know, all these other openings. I was looking at this, and I briefly looked at it, didn't know much theory, which you actually don't need to know much theory, and I had a very good career at this, playing this. And then after I learned and understood the ideas, now coming back to this so much, is just, this is a great opening. Back then, you just don't understand. You're just trying to play moves. And I highly recommend that you have someone sitting with you, a grandmaster or a master sitting with you. That's what the courses do, the videos. They're kind of like sitting right next to you, telling you why this is this and what are the plans and ideas. And that's exactly what I needed back in the day, because I remember facing this before with bishop to G7 kind of thing. And then after this long pin, I kind of didn't know what to do. I would just still play the same moves. And that's a wrong thing to do. It's very similar in the King's Indian attack, but you don't want to be doing the same exact attack every single time. If if stuff has changed a little bit. You have to adapt to the position. So bishop g7 calls for a different kind of setup, but very similar to the regular King's Indian attack. So Bobby Fischer castles. Okay, Panov plays knight e7. This is a usual here. This is a very common setup, by the way, in the King's Indian attack for black. And then after rook to e1, so rook to e1 is a very easy move to make. You have to put the rook on e1. It's almost like the Roy Lopez knight maneuver. If you didn't know what that is, it's usually like this. Roy Lopez knight maneuver. d6. So d6 is indicating he doesn't want to go d5. And here's the thing about this, is also covered in the course as well, that you usually, if you play the King's Indian attack, you usually want to put this knight on d2 quickly. Rook e1, knight f1. I mean, I played bullet games last night at like 4 in the morning, but was playing some bullet games, and I was making a mistake because it's bullet. You're playing really fast. That I was putting the knight here too early, and sometimes you don't want to put the knight here. This is actually covered in the course. The deeper understanding of the King's Indian attack is that if this bishop is here and he doesn't play d5, if he does not play d5, then we don't need to go knight d2. So anything else would be better, knight to c3, or you might want to play c3. And if you want to play c3 and d4, there's no way you're going to be able to get d4 in, because he has 3 pawns, 3 pieces attacking d4. So knight to d2 actually hinders you from playing d4. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. Will this video be uploaded on YouTube? Yes, it will be. It will be. January Beats. This computer kills me when I attempt the King's Indian attack. The computer kills you. Yeah, you have to play it in a different way. You have to learn how they crush it. Of course, too, the computer knows everything. You make a mistake, you may not think it's a mistake, but you know, depth 24, when they can calculate 24 moves in advance here and see everything at the end precisely, that's why it's a bad move. So, you know, it's okay. Engine destroys all your hopes and dreams all the time. You may think you have a brilliancy. I thought this game was perfect. Man, that was great. And then you put it on the engine and it just tells you you're just trash. That's usually how it goes. Usually how it goes. It's so funny though. So after rook to e1 is Bobby Fischer's move in this game. After rook to e1, there's d6. So like I said, guys, if you go knight d2 early in the King's Indian attack, the problem is when you go knight d2 and he doesn't go d5, the problem is that you can't play d4. Because if he goes d5, then that's what knight d2 is about, because you want to be able to take and play c3. There's a important pawn structure that you need to know that will be covered in the course, but you need to know that pawn structure, c3, e4, and why it's important. But if he plays d5, it's knight to d2. d6 gives you the flexible option to play c3 and d4. And watch what Bobby Fischer, the man himself, the legend, does in this game. He plays c3. c3. So this is really, really a big eye-opener for anyone playing the King's Indian attack here. Big eye-opener, because you don't always have to play, you know, usual for me, I would still play the same moves. I remember learning the King's Indian attack, and at this time, when I say back in the day, I was still 2200 USCF. This was like maybe 7, 8 years ago. I was still, you know, playing the regular stuff, which is knight d2, knight f1, h4, knight h4, bishop f4, just trying to do this kingside attack, not knowing anything else. Right? So, thank you, says Michael. Zookeeper says, you're not Bobby Fischer. Oh, man, I'm not, but I wish. I definitely wish I could play like him, right? But, of course, it makes you feel like you can play like Bobby Fischer because he plays this opening, or he played this opening a lot. He played this opening a lot. And this game right here is a game of his. So, we're looking at the King's Indian attack. I mean, this is great. This guy is current world champion. That's right. Oh, man, that's cool. Nice. So, c3. c3 was played. After c3, black castles. So black castles after Oscar Panov castles here. Well, what does white do? We just played d4. It's a very simple move. d4, attack in the center here, or actually open up the center in a way. Get 2 pawns in the center. Hello from Phoenix, says Joyful Stones. Welcome. I actually used to stay in Tempe. So Joyful Stones. Hello, Phoenix. Hello. So after d4, pawn takes d4, we have a strong center here. Bobby Fischer is now into a very comfortable position here. This bishop's very bad. This bishop's now blocked. My knights come to the center, looking beautiful here. I mean, this is absolutely excellent here. Are you the guy from Chess Network? You sound like it. Oh, my buddy Jerry? No, I'm not Jerry, but I know Jerry very well. So Jerry's very, very cool, but I'm not Jerry though. I'm not Jerry. So this is nice. I have 2 knights here. I mean, Bobby Fischer is really showing out here, to say the least, in this game. And how looking at this from the beginning, guys. If you're just getting here, you want to know what's going on. This is how to play attacking chess like Bobby Fischer without having to know all the opening theory and moves. Because sometimes you have to study moves 30 moves deep. If any Najdorf fans out there, which I am a Najdorf fan, I'm just not even ready to play it over the board yet, because there's 30, like, people know it to move 35 and 40 to checkmate and stuff. And I'm not into that. I'm not trying to play into people's prep and etc. I mean, this day and age, you can find, 40 moves of prep from someone that did it, and it's like, it's tough to face that kind of thing. So playing the King's Indian attack gives you something new and refreshing. And you also can attack as well. The London system, you can still do that, but the London system takes longer to build up. Here in the King's Indian attack, it's simple, and it's also very flexible too. So if you watch Bobby Fischer's play here, it's a very flexible way that he does this. Because after G3, you're supposed to go to use your route. Bishop G2, Knight D2, castles, H4, Rook E1, Knight F1, Knight E4, Bishop to F4, Knight G4, and you just attack this king relentlessly. Relentless attack. Also, the pawn goes to C3. Sometimes the queen goes to C2 or E2. That's usually how it would go in the King's Indian attack. Now, he plays it flexible with after G6, Bishop G2, castle, Rook E1. And in the course, the gift I'm going to give you guys today, 50% off the King's Indian attack course. Click on the link in the description. There's also a card somewhere on here on the video you can click on. That, you can learn the flexibility part, which is going to, if you already play this, that's great. It's going to elevate your game. If you don't play this, it's also going to give you a sense of like, I have something everyone else doesn't. Because everybody plays London system, Roy Lopez, Scotch, everything else. But King's Indian attack, something new and refreshing. You throw your opponent off and you know what to do. It's a win-win. It's a win-win everywhere. It's a win-win everywhere. Actually, I'm 12-year-old. I just became FMEA, but my live is 2380. Wow. Ridiculous. We have a prodigy in the chat. That's excellent. Welcome. You're very strong. So to D6, C3, castles, D4, pawn takes, and D5. Black plays D5 here. So what does white play here? What do you think white would do here? Bobby Fischer playing with the white pieces, King's Indian attack, the topic of today, how to play attacking chess like him. This is not theory. This is not theory. This is not 40 moves deep of theory and don't know what to do afterwards. This is not the, oh, hey, I'm on move 10, and in the book it says this, but he didn't play that. Now I don't know what to do anymore. This is not any of that. What do you play now? This is just over the board stuff. People learn it all the way to 40 moves. Geez, how do you beat that? So if you play anything unorthodox, he kills me on the night. Or yeah, it's very tough to study something 40 moves deep. It's very, very, very tough, man. You can't compete with that kind of stuff sometimes. You just can't. You just can't. And it also makes you discouraged because you get out of opening and etc. and stuff like that. This really teaches you how to understand and play chess and attack. And I really like this opening a lot. So after D5, E5 is the move. Knight E5 is the correct move. Blocks the bishop. It just blocks it. Bishop can't move anywhere. And we still tying this down. This bishop is absolutely terrible. 1000% terrible. Tucson here. What's up, Tucson, Arizona, from Ron. Welcome to the stream, man. Tucson, Arizona is nice. I actually won my first national championship scholastically in Tucson, Arizona. I actually won the under 1250 section back when I was probably in 7th grade, I think. 6th or 7th grade. And then I made 2000 in 8th grade. It's pretty good. Or 9th grade. Tucson, Arizona. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. So after E5 blocks his bishop. It's just not a good bishop at all. Can't you always grinding on all streaming platforms? Yo, what's up, Not? What's going on, Jigga? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. We were looking at the KIA today. King's Indian attack. The KIA, okay? So King's Indian attack, we're learning how to play it like Bobby Fischer, because he played the same opening that I am recommending you guys play. Check it out. It'll change how you think about theory and etc. And you have one repertoire against everything. Hello, are you new? I am new to the team, Just Chill from I am new to the team here at iChess, but I actually have been with iChess for a long time, like following, watching the stuff, using the courses. I always use this site. So I went through this course and I'm like, man, King's Indian attack for life, basically, is how I'm feeling. So here we got this thing going on. Bobby Fischer blocks up the center here, bishop to D7. After bishop D7, knight to C3. What's the opening again? It's the KIA. It's the King's Indian attack. King's Indian attack, where you can have a response, a bulletproof repertoire, actually, against everything. Besides e5, I recommend you play whatever you play against e5, but you still can play the King's Indian attack if they go 1 e5. It's just not as recommended because you can play everything else. It's fine when they play e5, but everything else, e6, d6, perk, Owen's defense, g6's randomness. You can play anything. You can play the King's Indian attack against it. So knight to c3, rook to c8. So black plays rook to c8. Why? Because he just got to do something. I've often played a KIA. It's pretty strong. Yeah, happy hours. Hey man, this, if you play the KIA, this right here is going to amplify your KIA. Is what I said, and I've been having excellent success with this. Excellent success with it. It's just a really good opening. Really good. Love your commentary. Thank you so much, LLA Flash. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is actually excellent opening. Bobby Fischer preferred it. You know, he used to play it, like, which means a lot. Anything Bobby Fischer plays, it's like, oh, you got to play it. You just got to, right? So King's Indian attack is something he preferred, especially against the French defense. Especially against the French. The French is like, this is how you crush the French, honestly, in certain lines. After knowing this, I know so much French theory, it is insane. But I'm like, man, I'm tired of the same French theory. Honestly, I'm just tired of playing the same French theory all the time. And I understand Bobby Fischer when he would play this now. Because you get an attack against the French. A real, legit attack. And if you look at this, actually, it turned from a Sicilian. It started as a Sicilian, and this became a French somehow. And now he's going to have an excellent King's Indian attack. Watch how it unfolds. He goes bishop f4. This is a usual move you play in a King's Indian attack. Just develop your pieces. Don't matter what's next. It does, but you got to get the pieces off the back rank. So bishop f4, that's what he goes. He goes bishop f4. He gets out of the way. Knight to a5 here. This move looks pretty good. Black has to do something. And honestly, a lot of times your pawn structure tells you where you should be playing. So white needs to be going this way. Black needs to be going towards the queen side. Looking at the queen side here, he got some stuff to attack here, but watch how Bobby Fischer locks down the queen side. I have a book, Bobby Fischer, favorite opening KIA. Yeah, bro. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's great. I learned so much from learning this game and also other ones from the course that's included. By the way, guys, it's 50% off. It's actually not available anywhere else. Actually, if you just go to the site, 50% off is not there, but we do have a link in the description for 50% off of this course. For the KIA, the King's Indian attack. I highly recommend it. So after knight a5, rook to c1, b5, threatening b4, right? Also knight to c4. This move looks scary. It honestly does, because black is actually getting some queenside play. He's getting some queenside play, and that's what he wants. And he's actually faster than white right now. Now looking at this, it is white to move. What would your choice of moves be, guys? What would you play in the chat? Bobby Fischer now. You are Bobby Fischer in this moment right now. White to move. What are you playing? H4 says Kasparov against the world says H4. B3 from Just Chill. H4 and B4 from Happy Hours together. Watch this, guys. This is what he does. Bobby Fischer, shout out to you, Just Chill, plays B3. Just Chill has channeled his inner Bobby Fischer today. B3. Absolutely. B3 because it stops knight to C4. It just stops knight C4. Just stop it. It doesn't allow anything anymore. And these pawns are actually very, very okay. I mean, they're solid. They're not weak. And I can always move this knight off the file and go this route if I need to. So if something like B4, I can bring my knight back to E2. He can take on C8. And then I can reroute my knight, actually. Knight takes C1, knight to D3, over into knight to C5. So very, very easy. I mean, it was brilliant in a way. It was absolutely brilliant. It was nice. B3, just stop everything. Stop everything. And what's funny is I actually played the King's Indian attack a long time ago when I was playing it. Didn't know all of this material I know now on the King's Indian attack. And I know that in the queenside attacks that they have on this side of the board, when they have their queenside attacks, Bobby Fischer would play a simple move like A3. After you get so far down the road, pawns getting down here. It's like 4 pawns over here, it feels like. And white, Bobby Fischer just plays a simple a3. Stop everything, and it's done. And then you get back to regular schedule programming on the king side, and we win the game. Watch how it unfolds. He stops everything on the queen side first, one simple move, and then we get back to work. So he goes b4. That is the move on the board. Knight to e2, but he didn't take it. He actually goes bishop to b5. So he's trying to create something here. He is really trying to create something. But if you notice here, white is the one calling the shots already. We didn't do anything spectacular. We didn't do no super opening theory. We didn't do anything like, oh, this is a novelty on move 20. This is blah, blah, blah. This is nothing. We did none of this theory. None of the theory. He just played regular chess, a good position that you learned from this system in the King's Indian attack, and got him a slightly better, if not winning position with a clear plan already with white. B3 is prophylactic. What about the square bishop to h3? Bishop h3 is actually, he did play this in one game. There's actually a few KIA games that he played bishop h3, attacking e6. In a lot of cases, especially you usually want to wait though when there's pawns down on f6, or you have more pieces around before you hit e6. I do remember that. Tom Paul says, hello all. What's up, buddy? How are you? What do you think about the Jobava London system as far as a good opening to understand ideas versus learning book theory? It's good. The Jobava London system is very good. London system is very good. It's just not aggressive. If you're looking for aggressive and attacking, this is the opening for you, King's Indian attack. But if you're looking for, I just want to play chess, understand, solid positioning, get a good position early, and create plans and ideas, London system is perfect. That's exactly what it's for. Without theory, you cannot be a strong player. That is not true, actually, Rajit. Actually, this is Bobby Fischer. King's Indian attack right here. This is him playing like no theory. This is no theory. And there's many, many games that say different. What do you think about the Jobava London system? Oh, yeah, we already went up that. Cool. Perfect. So bishop g4 and queen to d2. He goes queen d2. He just sets up. I'm hitting b4 indirectly. I'm threatening bishop to h6. I'm not making any spectacular moves here. Just simple chess, honestly. Simple chess. He's playing an excellent game so far. Knight to c6, because he just got to get this knight off the rim. They always say it's grim. Knight on the rim is grim or dim. You don't want to put a knight on the rim and keep it there. So he bring this knight back to c6. It's pretty tough. It's pretty rough. He's just trying to wait around and see what white does. Now, white to move here, guys. This is beautiful. The King's Indian attack. Think attack here. Think attack. I'll give you a hint. The move is not bishop to h6. I'll tell you why. Why is it not bishop h6? If bishop h6, bishop takes h6. Think about this in your head. Queen takes h6, and then knight f5. And then the queen has to leave. I just open up this line for my queen. I can play maybe f6 later. The queen has to leave h6. It just doesn't work. So find another move. h4. Kasparov against the world. h4 once again. h4. Oh man, D Hector X says g4. It was better. It better be h4 this time. It better be h4, bro. Bishop h3 now. Okay, Tom Pauls, you're pushing. You guys are getting the ideas right. That's good. Ideas, right? a4 from Jiggernaut. a4 is not a move because he can just en passant, big fella. a4, not a move. Try again. Not a move. You are correct. D Hector X, I'll give it to you. You are correct. g4 is the move that Bobby Fischer played here. g4. And what's funny is, Kasparov, I actually would have played h4. I would have played h4. Honestly, I would have never played g4. I mean, maybe later on. But h4 is more common in the King's Indian attack. And because that's why you need guidance, guys. When you learn an opening, it's good to learn the opening. Oh, you get the moves down. That's good. But then you need guidance on later on so you don't keep playing the same opening moves all the time. All the time, keep playing it because it doesn't work the same that way. And then you get lost and you keep losing games because you keep playing the wrong thing, but don't even know you're playing the wrong thing. It's very deep. So understanding that's why these courses and having the coaching or sitting there with the video, understanding the ideas is beautiful. Because I did that and it changed everything I play in the King's Indian attack now. It feels so much better to know what I'm doing, understanding the ideas, whatever, and everything I need to be doing in there. And I don't have to study thousands of hours of theory to figure this stuff out. I too play simple chess, learned from GM Shanklin. That's nice. That is nice. Can't believe he managed to calculate so many moves after moving the bishop. I would have never seen why I shouldn't move the bishop. Oh man, it comes with experience. Hi, always done for knight opening, but never found the right way to attack through the middle. Yep, it's tough because the theory. So the theory is the tough part about it. That's always you have to know the lines. You got to do that. It takes so much, man. It's very, very difficult. It is not easy at all. But if you have a system, or if you know, hey, this is the ideas, it's a little bit easier. And you also throw your opponent off too because they're not expecting this. So it's almost like a 2-for-1. You throw your opponent off because they're not expecting you to play a King's Indian attack. And number two is like you already know what to do. Like psychologically, you're doing well. So G4 with the idea of moving the E2 knight to G3. That's correct. So after G4, there's A5. A5 and knight to G3. Knight G3. Queen B6. I gotta go. Dinner's ready. Okay, Brian. See you later, bro. Queen to B6. And now what? What's the move now? Queen B6. Bro, what's your ELO rating? My USCF, which is my United States Chess Federation, is 2317. My FIDE is 2233. Jefferson says thanks. No problem. Queen to B6 is a nice move here, but are we still here? Kasparov, are we still here? Kasparov against the world, are you still here? White to move, what are we playing now? Tom Pohl says H4, okay. Director X says, Bishop E3. So I'll tell you why Bishop E3 is wrong, just chill. Because you've already moved this bishop to F4. You always want to look at it, if you like basketball or any sport, it's a team sport, guys. It's a team sport. So moving this, it's like hogging the ball, to say the least. Not passing the ball to your teammates is the best analogy to use. You've already been out. He's been developed. He's not in trouble. We don't need to move him at all. Bishop H6 though actually is an idea. It is a thing that happens later. Watch it actually. But the move now is actually H4. So Tom Pauls was right. It's H4 first. So he's just getting the pawns ready to go. Watch how he attacks here. Watch the attack unfold. Knight to B8. At this point, this is like domination of the entire position. If you look at it, how many times has he moved this knight? Black moved the knight to C6. He went to A5. He came back to C6. He back on B8 now. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. And white is just G4, knight G3, H4, H5, bishop H6, queen G5. I do everything I want to do easily in this position without much effort. King's Indian attack allows you to do that. Very nice. Very, very nice. And it almost comes out of nowhere. I know, right. I know. Where is he? Kasparov against the world. We have H4 on the board and he's not here to see it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So bishop H6. After bishop H6, this is the move now. So there you are. Watch it. Let's go. Oh, I know, right? Let's go. Finally. Yeah, H4, bro. H4. There you are. So bishop H6, knight to D7. Knight to D7's on the board now. And then we have to do the usual easy stuff. Queen to G5. Hits the knight. This is what I want to show you next. Thanks for the tip, says Just Chill. No problem. This is what I want to show you next. This is all in the course, by the way, guys. You get to learn that same day how to beat everyone else you've been playing, and they're used to you playing this. Oh, I'm used to you playing this. Oh, I'm used to you playing that. Oh, I'm having problems here. Those problems go away when you just play the same system really against everything. You just have to learn the experience. And experience meaning play games in these positions to learn what's right, what's not right. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. I should have did more of this, and etc. You have to critique it and tweak it and play. But this is the start where it's at, and it cuts down so much time on theory, and you get to attack too. The thing is I like the most is I get to attack. I remember playing the King's Indian attack back in the day, which is still like 8 years ago. But I played it 3 times with the white pieces in a tournament. I played it against a French, a Sicilian, and something else. But I won all 3 games. I mean, I was over at 2,200 already. But it was still like, wow. Like I won 3 games in a row with it. I play every game freestyle. Nice. Well, in a way, you kind of are here playing every game freestyle with a idea attached behind it and know how to attack. Anyone in chat knows a God Mater? Absolutely, we all do. Absolutely. Queen to g5 and rook takes c1, rook takes c1, bishop takes h6, queen takes h6. Boom, there it is. Now after queen takes h6, black is absolutely in trouble here. He is on the defense. He is on the defense. Here's the king's Indian attack. You will get absolutely so many attacks just like this every single time. Rook to c8 because he has to be able to defend f7. Only way to do that is knight f8 because knight g5 is definitely coming. So if we snap the rooks first, you know, we trade a pair of rooks, which we need to do. Trade the rooks. Then we go knight g5. But if we go knight g5, he has knight f8. But that's just not yet. Watch this. Hold on. Here we go. So h5 is played first. We have to soften this up is what they call it. Soften it. Make it a little softer. Then bring the knight in. And then play some other moves or something. You just start bringing the pieces over. Watch how this works, guys. Imagine doing this on the board, okay? So h5, queen d8. Okay, queen to d8. What do you play now? This is Bobby Fischer. Channel your inner Bobby Fischer right now. Just look deep inside yourself and breathe. Close your eyes. And what is the move? Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer here. What do you play now? Knight g5 from Tom Poles. HXG6 from Kasparov against the world. Rahul says HXG6. Here we go. There's only a few moves, so we're going to go right into it. Tom Poles, you are correct. Knight to g5, hitting h7. It's just time to attack. It's just time to attack. He goes knight f8. Now here's the dagger. Oh my goodness, this is the move right here. Bobby Fischer, channel it. Here it is. Channel your inner Bobby Fischer. White to move, guys. And it's not the move you expect at all. White to move. White to move. I was like, wow. You did what on the board, Bobby? You did that. In a live board. No, you didn't. He did. He did. Over the board. You can do the same thing and learn the King's Indian attack today. Absolutely. Like I learned it. Beautiful. Knight takes h7, says Kasparov against the world. That actually is a line. It is a line. And it becomes, it's okay. Actually, knight x f7. Knight x f7 actually is worse because you can't take on h7. Knight f5 is just chill. Bishop e4 from math. From math. So we have knight sacking on both sides here. We got knight sacks and we got bishop e4 so far. Knight f7. Here it goes. Here it goes. Shout out to math. Bishop e4, drop the mic. Bishop e4, drop the pencil after you take your notation. Bishop e4. Wow. Strong. Oh my goodness. To be able to do this on the board in the King's Indian attack is beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's wow. What? It's played on the board. It's classic, says math. Correct. He knows the two. He knows a thing or two here. Bishop e4. Strong. Strong stuff, guys. Actually makes sense. Yep, it makes total sense. If he takes this, well, that's easy. It's just knight takes and knight f6 is coming. It's pretty simple. Now I can see what's the idea. Correct. Correct. So here's the idea he went for. He actually played queen e7. He played queen e7. And what's funny is knight takes h7 is the game move, but the best line is actually knight to f5. Knight f5 wins on the spot. Knight takes h7, he still went on to win the game. Let's actually look at it. Knight takes, knight takes. Bobby went this route. F takes g6, bishop takes, knight h5, and it's just completely over. Knight f3, king g2, check, king g3, takes, knight f6. And there's the mate on g8. Beautiful game. I mean, absolutely beautiful. This is the King's Indian attack, guys. Once again, if you're just getting here, you haven't seen it, you want to look at it from the beginning. How does it start? It started like this. What's funny is you're going to throw off so many opponents. You're going to throw off so many of the people you play. Imagine, first off, you smiling because you know what you're about to play. You know what you're going to play. You're feeling good because you don't have to go into, oh, I have problems in the Shevinigan. Oh, I have problems in the Sveshnikov. Oh, I hate playing against the Najdorf. Oh, I hate playing against the Dragon, the Accelerated Dragon. Oh, the pin variation. All these other lines. Like, it's ridiculous sometimes. Wohenthal, this and that. Like, it's ridiculous. The Khan and everything else, right? So many Sicilians. So many Sicilians. And then you just play D3. And it's just, you're good. You're good to go. You know what you're playing. You know what your ideas are. Black, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't care, honestly. I have the same idea. Attack the king. Attack the king. And the thing about the King's Indian attack, this is how it goes. Knight of 3. I've definitely tried this now in my tournaments. That's right, Just Chill. That's right. You do need to understand the ideas more and know what to do against the Caro-Kann because that's a little bit different. The Caro-Kann, actually, which is covered in the course, e4, c6, d3, d5, you got to know what to do. Yeah, of course, it's knight to d2. Knight d2 is a move. And then you follow up with kind of the same sequence of moves, but there's a different way to play it because you're not actually straight out just attacking the king like we just saw. It's actually a different method to it. That's covered in the course. Highly recommend you get it. It's 50% off just because we're having this today. The link is in the description, guys. Make sure you click on that. I'll actually throw it in the chat for you guys too. You guys can just copy and paste that. Copy and paste or click on the link in the chat right now. And you can get it 50% off actually. And you can actually get the course and start playing this today. Okay, literally today. You can start playing it and it'll be great. Spassky also has a lot of similar open ideas. Yep, that's correct. Over here on the site, actually, I have some other games in here too. I mean, Grishuk played it, Tiger and Petrosian, Aronian, okay, more recent, Aronian just played the King's Indian attack. Look at this, guys. Look at Aronian. If you're familiar with Aronian, he just played this. Not like super recently, but everyone knows Aronian. So, of course, it's still recent, right? So, E4, C6. He plays it against a Caro-Kann. I'm going to briefly go through this game. D3, D5, Knight D2, G6. Knight F3, same stuff. Aronian, 2800. Playing the King's Indian attack. If he can do it, anybody can. If Bobby Fischer can, I'm going to do it too, right? You know, just because it cuts down so much theory and time, and you can focus on other areas of your game, like tactics and in-games, middle game, instead of, you know, bogging down on theory. Sometimes people never get past studying just openings. If that is you, you don't even have to say anything, but I know you're out there. You never get past openings. You're just studying. I need the right opening. I need the right opening. It's not. Yes, you do need the right opening. Aggressive and attacking and has a lot of ideas, but you also need to have other parts of your game as well. That's the more important parts. And opening, don't study that much on. King's Indian attack, I get you right. So looking at this, Aronian plays this line. This is a usual setup in the Caro-Kann. Bishop G2. We have castles, castles, and B4. So B4 is what he played. This is a usual, and then we'll just stop here. But B4 was a move. You actually have B3 as well and Rook E1. B3 and Rook E1 are also possibilities and flexibilities that you can have in this game. So pretty common. What would be Black's version of the KIA? That would be the Black Lion. Or actually, sorry, the King's Indian Defense. The Black version of it is the King's Indian Defense. You're just a tempo down because you don't get E5 in quickly. Literally, it's almost the same. Knight D7s, you know, you get everything in. The bishop's on C8. So if you look at it from Black's point of view, it would be bishop on C8, knight on D7, pawn on D6, pawn on C7. I haven't thrusted E5 yet because I don't have the first move. It's usually E4. Usually E4, that's usually how it goes there. So pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm excited about this opening. I really like it a lot. This is for you guys, 50% off. Off the King's Indian attack. I highly recommend you check it out. You check it out there. Now, checking out another game here. Actually, I think Nigel Davies was one I wanted to cover. Yeah, here's another Sicilian one. So he played this different. They play this a little different, but let's watch how the move order is different, but it still becomes the same. So you go C3 and D3. Nigel Davies is playing white versus Sam Collins, who's playing black. Knight to C6, G3. So you see how this goes, guys. Like it went from a different move order. I highly recommend you just do it, you know, the D3, E4, and D3 first. But, you know, and that's also covered in the course as well. But here, Knight of 3, E4, C5, C3, you know, this is a different move order. Same results kind of thing. D3, Knight C6, G3, G6, Bishop to G2, Bishop G7. I get out the way, he get out the way. Rook E1. And it's the same thing, very similar. This is actually... like instead of the knight being on E7, this is like the Fischer game. The Fischer game, he had it on E7, but here it's on F6. So now we still get D4, and if they go for E5, you have to know what to do. And that, my friend, that is covered in the course. A3, D5. That's me. I played chess last year, just learning the openings only, and been stuck on it up until now. Yeah, it is. You get stuck on it. You get stuck on it. And when you get stuck on it, it's like, you know, I hear students, or I've had students before, get frustrated because they're like, man, I'm not improving here, or like I keep losing to this, and we have to you got to rewire everything because all you've been studying is openings. So that's how you play it. You just study in openings. Then you get out the opening and you don't know what to do. It's very bad, and it's a very backwards way of playing. So I mean, this is a good opening to take here, because it's going to give you a repertoire, not just an opening. Opening will tell you what moves to do, and you on your own after that. Repertoire is like this. These are the moves. You are on your own with experience, but these are the ideas you're going to take with that experience. So take the ideas and go play, and go play, and go play. So, you know, Kings Indian Attacks will definitely help you with that. Will you come live every day? It says Just Chill. I'm trying to get live more, guys. We will be live more. I'll be coming with more material for you guys to look at. Super discounts on stuff you haven't seen, stuff you have seen, and stuff I recommend. Playing some chess with you guys, hanging out and stuff like that. Gotta go, pickleball time. Thanks for a good presentation. Thank you so much, Ron. Appreciate you, man. See you on the next one. Hey, what's up, Karen Dutt? How are you? Karan Dutt. Good stuff, my friend. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, this is the King's Indian Attack. And this one's a little bit different. We go B4 here. And it's all covered, again, in the course. We don't want to get too far into the length here because there's so many ways that you can go. It's really not long. It's really not long at all. The course was 10 hours. And I learned a system that I can play forever. I already like this live stream, says Ryan. That's what's up, Ryan. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the stream. So, King's Indian Attack. Let's go back from the beginning here. Now, I'm going to show some sample games. As in, like, I will play a few sample games here against anyone in the audience here. You can send a challenge. Send a challenge. If we play black, I'll just play something else. But white pieces, I'm going to play the King's Indian Attack. I'm on iChess.net right now on the iChess Lichess. On Lichess, our name is iChess.net. So you can come send us a challenge right now. Challenge us. iChess.net. And we'll play. We will play. In the meantime, guys, again, I'm going to leave the link in the chat, and also it's in the description below. 50% off the King's Indian Attack. Learn it today. A repertoire that you can use for the rest of your life. And learn how Bobby Fischer does it. It's right there. In the meantime, waiting for a link. Waiting for a challenge. If anyone would like to play. Analyze the game after the challenge. That'd be great. Especially if I play white, so we can look at a KIA real quick. Any challenges? Any challenges? Here we go. Ryan the chess guy. Rye the chess guy with a 15-10. That's a long game, Rye. Come on, Rye. Send me a 5-minute. That'll be much better. 15-10. Right? 15-10. We're going to be here a whole nother hour playing with Rye the chess guy. I think he's sending it. Rating unlimited standard. Oh, this must be like a correspondence game. So we can see good moves and bad moves that was made. Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely we'll look at it right after this. I'm gonna play one quick one. We have to play with white, so if I get black this first game, then I'm just gonna play another one. I want to play a King's Indian attack for you guys. Here we go, 5-3. Okay, we'll do that. Still too long, but we'll do a 5-3 ride. We'll do it. Here we go, white pieces, E4. Let's go, King's Indian attack. E4 is on the board, guys. Is he here? Doesn't look like he's here. His clock's not running. That's kind of weird. Oh, there he is. Okay, B6, here we go. You play it against anything. King's Indian attack. I'm going to play D4. Now, I could easily play D4, honestly. I'm just not, though. I'm just not. D3. Okay, I'm going to go knight f3 and then G3. Because he didn't commit to D5 yet. This is what they cover in the course. Because he didn't commit to D5, I'm not going to play knight D2. Because knight D2 could be too early, which is going to hinder some of your chances to play E5, is what they say in the course. So I have to, I'm going to go this route first. Wait for D5 if it's played, and then play knight D2. Bishop G2. He goes bishop E7. I'm just going to castle. So now when they castle, I'm already kind of ready for attacks. I go rook E1. Rook E1. Same stuff, guys. Same stuff you just looked at. Same stuff. I don't even have to think. I don't even have to think. So now the knight goes to D2. But actually, I might go E5. I think I'm going to just go E5. It depends on when you can go here. A lot of times the knight is here and this will be hit twice. But because this is covered too, man, there's so many gems in the course. It's like ridiculous. When I remember looking in it, when I was watching it, it was talking about this pawn. You don't have to defend it all the time with Queen E2 because that's a usual way. You could just continue with your stuff because this is already protected twice. So I'm just going to continue with my stuff. Knight D2, Knight F1, H4, H5, Knight H2, Knight G4. And I already have the attack. That's simple. 50% off KIA. It's right there in the chat. It's already here. I already know what I'm doing. I can pre-move these. You know how fast I've been playing Bullet now? It's been great. I've been playing Bullet really fast now. Really, really fast. Because I know the first like 15 moves now. Talk about not study theory, but this is, you know your stuff. This is good. H4. Now I have Queen to C7. We go Bishop F4. Just to defend this pawn. And then you go Knight H2, Knight G4, Knight F6. Yep, here we go. Bishop F4. Bishop F4, Knight H2, Knight G4, Knight F6. That's a check. H5, H6. Already attacking, guys. King's Indian attack for the win. I wonder if Knight G4 now, or should I go H5 to stop him from playing H6? I think I'm going to go H5, honestly. H5, I just don't want him to play H5 when I go Knight G4, because it is very well moved. I also have this move. Queen D2 is a move. Okay, I am going to go Queen D2. Knight G4, sack on H6 with the bishop. Knight G4, and here we go. Here we go for the killer blow. A3 is nice. A3? A3? A3 would be nice if he was attacking me. You don't need to make this move if he has no attack whatsoever. It just doesn't matter. You just don't want to waste that time. You know what I mean? So A3 just wastes time. If he's attacking me, it's different. If he's not attacking me, it just doesn't matter. That is not a move. That is not a move. And there's checkmate, folks. Thanks for the game, Rye, the chess guy. Let's analyze this game real quick. Okay, here we go. Rye, the chess guy. Let's go. E4, and he plays B6, which is an Owens defense. This is, again, the King's Indian attack. You can play it against anything. After B6, I just go D3, the usual. Bishop B7, Knight F3. He's doing what he's supposed to do here. Now, again, I wait till he plays D5. Oops, I missed a sacrifice. That was a crazy nice attack. Thanks, Kasparov against the world. I got it from the course. KIA, bro. King's Indian attack. Yes, sir. Time for you to grab it too, guys. Here's the link, 50% off. Make sure you click on that, or it's in the description too. But E6 and G3. Knight F6, I go Bishop G2, he goes Bishop E7. Honestly, your development, Ryan, was everything it was supposed to be. I mean, literally everything it was supposed to be. But the problem is I just know what to do for white. I just have a clear plan from the opening, which is very good to have and understand it the way that I do here from the course. So E5, Knight D7, everything's right. You play C5. Honestly, this is a French. It started in the Owens defense, and it came out to be what, guys? A French defense. With the knight on D7, knight C6, B6, bishop B7. It's a French-like structure. So now after that, H4, bishop F4. I defend this pawn. I bring the knight over now, and H6 is a target. So H6, I wouldn't recommend this anymore if you ever face this, because this is the target that we snag all the time, again, from the course. So G6 is actually the move preferred. But G6, I mean, how fun is this to make, right? How fun is that move to make? Do you really want to play G6? H6 is not much better, but G6 is actually slightly better, which is yikes if that's slightly better, right? It's just tough. It's tough, and it looks like nothing's wrong with Black's position. You're developed. I mean, you're developed. The king is safe or castled. But the King's Indian attack is just very aggressive and strong like that. Very aggressive and strong like that. We have a game from Confucius and Grain. I'll take these two games, and then we're going to get out of here. Here we go, another KIA. Let's go. E4 against everything. If he goes E5, I'll try it again, just because it's for the stream, for you guys. Are you here, Confucius? There he is. There he is. Well, because it's the stream, I'm going to play D3. I'll usually play a Scotch Gambit or something. I mean, it depends. If it's bullet, I am playing probably a KIA. Knight F3, G3, Bishop G2, castles. Comment your chess link. This is the link to the course. Play a ranking game. Ranking game. Oh, you mean a rated game? Well, we can play something. We can play. I'm gonna go Rook E1, the usual. If he goes Bishop H3, this is the good thing about following the system, because once he goes here, if he does, I can go Bishop H1 and not trade at all. I'm actually gonna go C3, guys, because I want to go D4. This is the flexibility you have, the flexibility options you have. And now, what's different? This is what they cover in the course as well. If they castle queenside, there's no more kingside stuff, right? So C3 helps you to play B4. So now I can get B4 in too. I'm actually going to play D4 though, because D5 is calling my name. And if D5, then I go E5. Okay, and now I'm actually going to go... Let's go Knight C3 first, just to develop. Probably play D5 eventually. I want to go Queen A4, I think. Okay, that's aggressive. I'm gonna just go Queen A4 anyway. Pawn takes. He did not take it, really. Well, Bishop E3 might be close to winning if he's not careful. D5. Pawn takes. Knight takes. Or D5. He gets one, I get one. He gets one. Whoa, that is an interesting move. It's not a move though. It is not a move due to my queen is defended. My queen is defended. Thanks for the game, bro. Do I need a PC computer to use this lesson, or can I process it on my iPhone only? This whole thing will be on the YouTube channel. As soon as it's done, it posts to YouTube, so it'll be on YouTube from there. And if you're talking about the course, then you can use your phone or you can use the computer, either or, when you have the course. So, all right, I'm gonna take this last challenge from, and then we're out of here, guys. Grain zeros. So. Cool. Oh, you play E4. Oh, this is actually different. Let's try to play it backwards, right? Which is King's Indian attack backwards. Watch this. Well, it's a little different, right? You see, because he has the first move. I'm gonna go knight f6. Play gambits. I like the Scotch gambit. Knight to d7. Yeah, I'll go knight d7 so we can go e5. Want to follow you? Your account link? You can follow me on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube, I have James Canty III on YouTube. And also, let's go. Is it G6 or E5? Do this. Sort of the same. Sort of the same. You actually follow the Twitch link there, guys, and also follow our Twitch link for iChess. This is mine, and this is iChess. Okay, now G6 will run me into trouble, so I'm actually going to go bishop E7 because G6 runs into knight G5, and then I'm actually into some trouble. Okay, so after E5, oh, it's still he's in the think tank here, guys. He has went into the think tank. Well, we'll take that. Okay, so he goes with castle. I'm actually going to play this move. Sort of like something backwards there. That's our Twitch account for online chess lessons for iChess.net, actually. Okay, so A3 is on the board. I'm going to go queen to C7. Ooh, we're up to 2283. Look at that. iChess.net's up to 2283. That's pretty low, honestly. We got to get it up at least another 200 points, at least. So, bishop G5, let's go H6. He's in the think tank, guys. There we go. We have a move. G5, followed by knight to G6. And knight F4 is a thing. Rook G8. Actually, gonna move this one first. Oh, that's not a move, big fella. That is not a move. Castle queenside, rook G1. Thanks for the game. Thank you so much for the game, man. Appreciate it. Grain000. All right, guys, we are going to get out of here. I am National Master James Canty III. Thank you so much for hanging out here at iChessNet. If you are not, well, you should be subscribed already, actually, because you guys are notified. But if you're not, for whatever reason, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel here at iChessNet. Subscribe to my own as well. Mine is James Canty III on YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. There is a 50% discount, 50% off on the KIA right now. KIA, which is the King's Indian Attack. Click on that link that's in the chat. It's also in the description under the video, and it's maybe actually on the video somewhere as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Accept my challenge, not this time, but on the next one. I promise. Happy hours together. We'll look at it. We'll definitely do it. Also, I'm gonna be streaming on the Twitch channel. I'll be streaming on the Twitch channel, so you'll have more time to even play over there. So make sure to follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv. on mine and also for chess.net. So make sure you follow both of those guys. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you click the link, 50% off KIA. Go crush some people today. You have been channeled by Bobby Fischer here when looking at that stuff as we looked at today. That was great. Thanks so much. No problem, Kenny McDonald. No problem. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoy your day today. And if you need anything, let us know. This is National Master James Canty III signing off. iChessNet. Let's go.